Hi everyone, we're going to start stairs workout. So the stairs workout is a strength training workout, so you can use some of these exercises instead of some of the exercises that we've been doing in classes, or if you're new to this kind of exercise, these are very adaptable. You can make them easier, you can make them harder depending on your level of exercise. I know not everybody has the stairs in their house. If you do, it's a great set of exercise equipment. If you don't, apart from maybe one of these exercises, one or two of these exercises, you can do these on a front doorstep or a back doorstep. You can adapt them to do them at a kitchen counter, and I'll show you a kitchen workout later on after I get my kitchen tidied, which might take a little bit of time. So we'll start on the stairs workout. So the first thing we're going to do, always do a warm-up. So your warm-up can just be walking on the spot, get the legs moving, getting your heart rate up a little bit, getting your body temperature up a little bit so that your body is ready for exercise. When you start your exercising, if you haven't done this kind of exercise before, your exercises should be easy. So you shouldn't feel like you're getting a very heavy workout if you've never done this before. If you have any heart, lung, kidney, diabetic issues, then a quick chat with your doctor is advisable before you start this type of exercise. But for the vast majority of people, this type of exercise is a good thing. Just start off easy and gradually over time building up, making it a little bit harder for yourself. For those of you with more experience, those of you who are coming to my classes, you know how hard you should be working. The more experience you have, the harder your workout should be. So spending between 5 and 10 minutes doing a workout, which is time, does take time. If you've been running around the house, tidying or running around the house with your heart rate up, or you're back from a walk, then that can count as part of your warm-up. So we're going to start off with a stairs push-up. You can do this on any step. The higher you are, the easier it's going to be. I have a wall behind me, so I'm going to be a little bit restricted in how low I can go. So we're going to start off with hands up quite high. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th step up, and I'm on my toes. My legs are a little bit wider than hip distance apart. My hands are a little bit wider than shoulder distance. Move it here a little bit so you can see me. So if I relax, I just look like this. I'm going with gravity. So I want to counteract gravity just a little. Just hold your peach, so just tuck your chin in a tiny bit. Shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Gentle tuck up of your ribs, gentle tuck up of your tailbone or tuck in of your tailbone. So you're nice and long, but you're still relaxed. Breathing is relaxed. Breathing into the bottom of your tummy. Giving yourself a second or two to make sure you're ready to go. Bend the elbows. The only joints moving in your body are elbows, shoulders, and wrists. You're keeping that nice length through your spine. And we're going for 10. This is 3, 4. If you feel that there's enough of a workout in that, perfect. Keep going for your 10. We can come down a little bit lower. Do the same thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And take a breather. Our next exercise I'm going to be doing with my back to you, unfortunately, because it's the only way I could get the camera set up, but you should be able to see the exercise technique just fine. So our next exercise I'm going to do up in the middle of the stairs. You'll only see my legs. Ideally, you should be doing it down on the bottom step so that if you did take a tumble, you're not going to fall down the stairs. This is a control exercise, and what we're going to do is hold the banister if needed, hands on your pelvis, keeping the pelvis nice and still. I'm going to step forward with my right leg, barely touch the floor, push through that left leg to come back up again for 1, 2. By all means, hold the banister if you're feeling a little bit unsteady. 3, 4, 5. This is about control. It's a slow lowering down, barely tip. 6. Watch your breathing, watch your muscle tension. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Opposite side. Banister if you need it. 1, barely tip and back up. Try and keep the pelvis nice and level if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, barely tip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. So that's our control step down. Taking a breather for a second, checking your tension, checking your breathing. Nice and long through the spine again. Relax the breathing. We're going to step up with the right leg. Again, aiming to keep the pelvis nice and still. So you're moving from your hip joint, your knee and your ankle. Bringing one leg up and down. 2, 3, if you're able to keep everything nice and still and relaxed and you're controlling that nicely, you might get through this one quite quickly. 8, it's the supporting leg that should be working the harder of the 2. 10, opposite side. 1, 2, breathing and relaxed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So we're going to go from there into a step up. Step up onto the first step with your right leg, nice and long through the spine. Push through that right heel. Imagine you're pushing that step down into the ground as you pull up the other leg for 1. And back down again, all the way back down. And 2, push the ground away and back down again. If it's fine, go up 2 steps. 3, maybe hold the banister going back down, even going up 2 steps just in case you get a wobble. Lovely. And again, it's roughly 5. If you can do 3, brilliant, push through that leg, but maybe step back downwards. 6, and stepping back. And 7, stepping back. And 8, and back. First and foremost, be safe. 9, and 10. Push through the heel and back down again. Opposite side. 1, 2, check your breathing, make sure you're relaxed, no tension. 3, and then depending on how you're feeling, 4, 5, do hold the banister, it can be very easy to miss a step on the way back. 6, take your time, feel for those steps. 7, 8, depending on how you're feeling, going higher. Careful on your way back. 9, watch and feel for those steps going down. If you don't feel confident doing this, just stick with the first step. 10. Lovely. So that's push-ups, controlled step downs, step ups, and we're going to do one more arm exercise. I'm going to have my back to you again, and I'm going to put my hands on the second step. Sitting on the second step, I'm going to lift my bum up, walk my legs forwards. So I'm kind of hanging in midair. I'm going to bend the elbows, lower down to the first step, and push up for 1, 2, 3, keep nice and tall through the spine. 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax.